I love Duluth because it's unforgiving and the snow pelts you, the rain pelts you, the weather pelts you, but it's just a good place to be, and it's just really lovely to be back in my hometown, preparing for a race that I've always watched and wanted to run since being really young. You know, I've trained for a couple of months really hard at this point. This is the chair. Yes, sir. I'm really excited to just get out there and give it everything that I have.
There's something very wrong with my back.
What Mason has gone through the past couple of years has been well documented, and we're happy that he's got to a point in his recovery where he can do things like this.
You might be wondering how I triathlon if I'm paralyzed from the waist down.
This will be his first summer road marathon. He wants to test himself, and he was an athlete before he got hurt.
I'm a T12 incomplete paraplegic, which means I'm partially paralyzed from the waist down.
He won't be any different from everybody out there on that course, right, that has set a goal and wanted to do Grandma's Marathon. Obviously, his story has had a couple extra bumps in the road.
Whatever the grade is, that's what I've got to work against.
How are your arms feeling at the moment, and how will they be feeling on Saturday?
Feeling strong. I'm feeling good. Trying not to tear up the shoulders too much. Feeling ready. I think having fun.
What I really need is a haircut, not a perm.
I always like having a smile on my face, and wheelchair sports, people get kind of serious sometimes, and it's just exciting to me. A lot of running a marathon and preparing for a marathon as a wheelchair user is figuring out the wheelchair, and so that was a big hurdle to get over, and probably went through all of the hard things that I could have that had to deal with the chair, broke a wheel,
It's an eagle chair, so it's a golden eagle. So that's what's up.
It's my first time, and so I want to have fun. I want to give it everything that I have. I don't know, once I get on the road, it's just a matter of, I plan to finish in 2.5 hours, so it's just a matter of seeing the time go by and staying focused. It's always just pain and suffering. It's hard, and every mile is hard. I know my pace, and I know how fast I can go, and I'm going to push the limits.
And you're on the verge of competing at Grandma's Marathon. Just take me through your journey of getting to this point of able to compete in a race like this.
Yeah, so it started a long time ago when I said that I wanted to compete in it. I had to fund the racing chair. Racing chair is a $5,000 piece of equipment, and the training wasn't cheap. Like the wheels, the gloves, the High Fives Foundation paid for the chair. The Duluth triathlon team paid for the gloves and the wheels. And so the whole reason that I'm able to even sit in front of you guys right now and get to compete in this thing, have gotten to do all this training, their support just means everything to me. And without them, I wouldn't be here. And I'm really excited to compete with them in the back of my mind, doing it for them, and training and racing in this Saturday, Grandma's Marathon, which is something that I've always wanted to do since before the time that I was injured. Being able to do it despite all the adversity that I had to traverse, despite my injury and being in the wheelchair, is a sign to me that things are going in the right direction and that I'm overcoming this traumatic injury. So I'm really grateful and excited. And I want to thank the people that showed up for me and the people that support me, and anybody watching me right now. I just really appreciate your support, and I can feel it, and I think sometimes as athletes and people in hard situations like myself, being in a chair, we forget about all the people that support us. And so when I come across the finish line, I'm really excited to smile at the people that showed up for me and give them hugs, and just really be present in that, because it's not just a victory for me, it's a victory for everybody else. I'm not going out there on Saturday to win it or even come close. There's pros that have been doing this for years, put on thousands of miles. I'm going to give it my best effort and show myself and beat my own times, and be there for the people that came to be there for me.
You know, if we could get Mason to a point, maybe not this year with it being his first, but you know, maybe he can get to a point where he can make some noise in that wheelchair field. That would be pretty cool, I think, for not only him, but people in this community that have kind of rallied around him in the past couple years since the accident. And we're just excited to see him be at the starting line and hoping that he can have some success.
At the finish.
And the fact that you get to do this in your hometown in front of family, friends, fans, not everybody gets that opportunity. What does that mean to you?
It means the world. My people mean everything to me, and through this journey of social media and growth through this traumatic injury, it's made me realize that I'm so fortunate to have the people that surround me just pouring love into my life all the time.
I love you guys so much.
It's surreal a lot of the time. You know, when I was first injured, I thought that I was going to be able to slow down, but the past 3 years have gone by so fast that I can't even believe, you know, it's coming up on 4 years this next January, and I think that's just because I have so much love and I've been having so much fun. And when those two things are together, time flies by.
There it is.